sometimes we need to be reminded who the hell we are. I mean, you didn't come here to track food, ladies, bod babes. I'm talking to you. You came here to take your damn life back. Did you hear that? It's true. You came here to take your life back. You came here because you were tired of pretending. You were tired of being the strong one for everyone else. You were tired of hiding behind sarcasm, behind black leggings, behind fake smiles in church or at work. And you didn't come here to be average. You did not come here to be average. You came here because the version of you that's been surviving isn't enough anymore. And you came here because deep down, you knew you had more fight in you. And you were tired of not being seen. But here's what happens. You get busy. And I'm talking to my bod babes clients right now. So if you're watching this on Facebook and you don't know what Allie's talking about, I'm talking about something that can change your life, but can change theirs too. See, we get busy, bod babes. You start tracking your food. You start checking all the boxes, all the stuff that I ask you to do. And slowly, without even realizing it, you forget why you even started. And girlfriend, that right there is the danger, forgetting why you started. It wasn't about just checking all the boxes, right? Let me take you back for just a minute. There was a day when I sat in a tiny bathroom with tears running down my face, literally my hair falling out by the handfuls. My body was shutting down. My marriage was over for many, many years. My music career was gone. I had no home. I wore the same 3 outfits for months. I kid you not. And I was 51 years old. And I felt like I had failed at everything. Everything in my life was a failure. Everything. And everything that I worked for disappeared. Everything that I thought gave me value was gone. I questioned who I was and why I was even here any longer. And in that moment, I wanted to give up. For a moment, I remember thinking this is the most alone I have ever felt. And I wanted to give up. And I wanted to quit. And I saw visions of myself in the future that weren't great. You know how we have those negative visions of what's to come for me. And that was me. And I could have given up so easily. But all I had was this tiny whisper somewhere deep inside me that just said, "You're still not done." And somehow I felt that, but I still didn't believe it. I didn't even want to hear it because I felt like I couldn't trust even my own self, even my own thoughts. Because when you're that broken, ladies, hope can feel like a joke. It can. Oh, let me just hope one more time. How many times do you just break before hope just begins to feel like some cruel joke? And that's where I was. But listen, I listened to that voice. I tried again. I got up and I did something really stupid. I made a damn protein shake. I did. I did. I went for a walk up the track. That's all I had in me. But that walk around that track at Columbia State, it wasn't just steps. It was freaking defiance. It was me saying, I don't even care if I don't believe in myself today. I'm going to act like I freaking do. That's where I was, one step at a time, around that track, one meal. I walked that track 17 laps that day. 17. How do I know? I counted them. That was a day it was my refusal to abandon myself. And today at 57, I'll be 58 in October. I'm stronger than I was at 27, not just in my body, ladies, but in my boundaries, in my mind, in my spirit. Because I stopped being the woman who quit on herself every single stinking time life got hard. And I need you to hear me. This isn't about how strong I am. It's about how strong you can be when you stop letting your past run your future. That's what we do. We let our past run our future. And so now I want to talk about you because if we're honest, that's where some of you are right now. You know what to do. You've been in our app. You've watched all my training videos. You've heard me say it over and over. Protein, fiber, calories, steps, workout, water, fiber, all the stuff, you guys. You've heard me say it. And it's like, oh my God, if Allie says, get my water in, how did you do on your steps? One more time, I'm going to kill her. But listen, checking off all the boxes, your heart's not in it anymore. You're tracking for 4 days and then guilt hits. You're walking again and then a family emergency happens and you're gone. You're building consistency until one setback just knocks you flat. And it's not about the food, ladies. It's not about the steps. It's that you're walking through life just holding your breath. Have you ever felt like that? You're walking through life just holding your breath, waiting for someone to finally say, hey, I see how hard it's been, but you're worth fighting for. Ah, how many of you feel like you've been waiting for someone just to notice how hard it's been for you, just to acknowledge that and to say, hey, I see your pain, I see your struggle, but you're worth fighting for. So let me say it. You are worth fighting for. You are. You are. You are worth fighting for. But no one can fight for you more than you. You are the one that has to fight. And I want to ask you something. Sorry, I guess it hit me. And I don't want you to rush it. I want you to think about it. When did you stop fighting for yourself? When? When did you stop fighting for yourself? Was it when you had your first child and suddenly everyone else came first? Was it when your mom got sick and you became her caretaker? When did you stop fighting for yourself? Was it when you gained 40 pounds and you thought, what's the point? Nothing works for me anymore. Let's go deeper than that. Was it the day that your husband said nothing when you cried alone? Was it when your body changed and no one noticed? Or when your adult kids maybe stopped needing you and you looked in the mirror and you didn't recognize who you were? See, you've built your life around everyone else's needs and expectations. And somewhere in all of that, you lost you. And now you don't even know what showing up for you means anymore. So tonight, bod babes, we're going to stop trying to fix the habits. The habits of the checking up, you tracked your food, you tracked your water, all that stuff. You came here to change your life, change your body, change your health. Tonight, we're going to quit trying to fix our habits. We're going to fix the woman who's been living on autopilot. We stop making protein the priority, and we start making you the priority. Because here's the truth, ladies. We want the scale to move, but the scale is not going to move until our standards move. Did you hear that? We got to have different standards. We got to fight for ourselves. The scale's not going to move until our standards move. Muscle won't grow until your boundaries grow. Where are your boundaries, girlfriend? And your confidence, it's not lost. It's not. It's just been buried underneath the decades of doing things for everybody else but you. And it's time to rewrite who you are. And that doesn't happen with a new macro target, does it? It happens with a non-negotiable, ladies. So, Bod Babes, here's what we're doing tonight. We're choosing one deep, soul-rooted, non-negotiable. It's not a task. It's not a checklist. It's not track your food. It's a personal vow. And I want you to choose one that literally makes your gut twist when you say it. One that makes your chest tighten. One that you know that you've avoided for way too long. And I'm going to even give you 4 to choose from. Number 1 is one that I personally had to deal with. I will not abandon myself when it gets hard. And that's the one for the woman who disappears when she gains 2 pounds. I would watch that scale every day. And the scale would be up and down. Let me just tell you, ladies, that is normal. It is normal for your weight to fluctuate. But if my weight would fluctuate, what would happen? I would abandon it. It was too hard. It's just not working for me, right? That was me. For the woman who cancels her coaching call because she's ashamed, no more. No more of that. You will show up, especially when it gets hard, ladies. That's the new rule. Okay? That is your new rule. Number 2, I will stop waiting for someone else to believe in me. You've waited for your spouse, your mom, your boss. You've waited for your best friend. You're it. Did you hear me? You are it now. You are the rescue. You are the damn miracle. You. Three, I will stop using my pain as permission to stay stuck. Oh my gosh. That was a huge one for me. My life was like a record player playing over and over and over and over the same issues. You don't know what happened to me. You don't know what happened to me. This happened to me. How could this is not fair. This happened to me. And I was stuck. And I used that as my permission, my justification of just staying right there. And here's the truth. Yes, you have been through hell, but it cannot be your reason anymore. Your past is real, but it's not your prison unless you choose to let it be. You're the one with the key, and you either lock yourself in that jail of your past, or you open up the door and you walk out of it. Your pain does not define you. Your past does not define you. You get to say who you are. You get to say what you accomplish in this life. Set yourself free, woman. Quit holding yourself captive to what someone did to you. I did it for years. Number 4. I will become the version of me I want my kids to see. Did you hear that? Not because of your waistline. Listen to me. But because of your grit. But because of your discipline. But because of your fight. Let them see you rise. That's what I want you to pick tonight. I want you to pick one of those tonight. One of those 4, and I want you to say it out loud, and I want you to write it on your mirror because Tracking your food is great, but tracking your truth, that's where the real work starts, ladies. You don't need a spreadsheet. You need a new standard. We need some new standards. You don't need a reset Monday. I'm going to start on Monday. You need a reckoning night. You really need to see where you are and why you're here. You don't need motivation. I get people every day, Allie, how are you so motivated? Girl, I am not. There's days I'm not motivated at all. Oh my gosh. You don't need motivation. You need a new identity. Did you hear that? A new identity. I tell you ladies all the time, you say, I want to be fit. I want to be toned. That's what you tell me. Then do the things that a fit and toned person does. And if you don't know what those are, that's why I'm your coach. I'll tell you what those things are. Find your identity, your new identity, a powerful identity. You get to choose her. You get to choose who you are. And you get to choose right now. Life is too short. I'm closer to 60 than I am even to 50. I'll be 58 this year. I'm still rebuilding my identity. I'm still learning to this day who I am. Isn't it funny? Something at the age of 50 seems like for a lot of women, we just wake up. We do. And I want you to pick your non-negotiable. One of those four that we talked about earlier. And ladies, bod babes, my clients, I want you to post it in our group when this call ends. And I'll put this video in there. And I'll put your four non-negotiables in there. But I want to know what you're going to change and what in your life is going to change because of your decision. See, there's something about saying it publicly, loud. You got to say it out loud. Because when women witness each other rise, oh my God. When we see someone else rise, we rise too. That's why being a community right here at Bod Babes, not an island off to ourselves. We don't need our coaching calls. We don't need a coach. We just do it. Stop. Stop that. We need to be inspired by others. I had someone tell me this week, I feel weak because I have to ask for a coach. I feel weak. I don't know that I should take my coaching calls. It makes me feel weak. Some of the best in the world have a coach, baby. Tiger Woods. We may not like some of the stuff he did. Michael Jordan. Name them. Coaches. The best in the world. That's why we're here. We need each other. And you don't just need me. You need each other. Bod babes, you need to see someone else struggle so you can help them. Did you know that sometimes I think helping you all and being your coach is just, it can be, I guess, selfish. Because when I help you, I rise. There's something about helping another person that makes me stronger. So I want you to stop quitting on yourself. I want you to help someone else. I want you to show up for someone else. I want you to be able to share your struggles and your pain because so many women will relate and they will see you and they'll say, oh my God, Amy, I feel the same way. I thought I was the only one. Isn't it weird how that we think that we are the only one failing? No one else is doing like I am. Untrue. I was talking to a John Maxwell leadership team member today, and I said, what? I said, whenever you actually say what's bad happening in your life, other people, it is crazy to me that when I said what's been going on in my life, that other people begin to say all the things that are going on in their life. And it's shocking to me because I thought they had it all together on Instagram, Facebook, and all the other social medias. And I was like, oh, they're going through some stuff too. I never would have known that. We need each other. We need each other to be vulnerable. We need each other to be truthful. We need each other to encourage. We need somebody to encourage us. But tonight, we're going to encourage ourselves. We're going to believe in ourselves. We gave up on that a long time ago. It's time to stop quitting on yourself, and it's time to stop living like you don't matter. So tonight, ladies, I want you to walk back into the fight. And I'm right here beside you. Because here's the truth. You were never broken. You were buried. You were buried under expectations. You were buried under shame. You were buried under everyone else's needs. But you're still here. And you're still breathing. And you are still in this damn fight. You're still here. You're still in the fight. So, bod babes, tonight we step back up. And I want to say this before we leave. If you think you're the only one tired, girl, I know what it's like. Feel like you're fighting, you're fighting, you're fighting, you're fighting, and you just, and you just lay back on the rails of the ring or whatever those, the ropes of the ring, and you just lay back and just take it. Just let life beat the crap out of you because you're tired of fighting. How many of you have been there? I have. I have. But inside of you, there's something still burning. There's something that you won't let go of. Even when you think it's all gone, there's nothing left of you. This little flame. I want you to blow on that little flame in your life, that little bit of hope. And you know what happens when you put oxygen to a fire? I want you to fan that flame. And I want you to get up just like I did when I went to that track that day and did 17 laps. I want you to get up, girl. And I want you to fight. I want you to fight for you. I want you to believe for you, to believe in yourself again, and to realize that you have purpose and that your life has meaning and that you are strong and that you are able. You are able to do anything that you put your mind to. Anything you put your mind to. And no one can stop you but you. They might put up hindrances in your way, but no one can stop you but you. Believe. I love you, ladies, and I will talk to you in our group in Bod Babes. And if you love this message and if it touched your heart, I want to hear from you. I want to know. We'll talk soon, ladies. Have a good night.